Hi everyone, this is Oscar here again, and today, guys, we're gonna go continue with the other tutorial on e-commerce that we are working on with all this full crash e-commerce tutorial on builderall platform. And I'm glad actually stop of what I'm doing here. Actually do some startup website construction here before under the general product with my clients e-commerce store, but I did stop because I wanted to get done with the niche product that we did last time, and I'm glad it's already done. And if you guys wanted to have that copy of that template, the niche product that we did in our full tutorial course, you are free to do so. Just message me, and you can have that copy of that product that we did last time. And today we're gonna work on literally on my client's account, okay, for their website e-commerce platform. But the thing is, uh, they don't have the actual product yet. No, they're still waiting for the company that they are working on, the drop shipping company that they want to have that specific product they want to sell online. And until now, I haven't heard from them. So I think this tutorial will be kind of like you are following me all the way to the process. So whatever the progress, happen each day will be kind of like the things that I will going to share with you. And as you remember, in my first video, second video, I think we did some, website that we want to, replicate our product for my client, and this is the one that I think would be the best one, according to what they are wanted to sell online, because they are into beauty products, so they might gonna have a lot of products, and this is with comparison to the first product that we did, like the niche product. This is more kind of like a complicated website that we can do inside the builder or platform. I don't know if we're gonna have all these kind of features, but I definitely sure we can make something, at least how it's going to be look similar to this website here. And I think this is powered by Shopify. So we try to replicate this website as much as possible. Okay, so anyways, going back to what I'm working on, this is the actual account of my client, because I don't want to. I actually have an access under my virtual assistant uh, access to her account, but I want to use the full account because I might gonna have experience some error while I do my editing. So it's better to have a full access to their account. Okay. So anyways, actually, I've got their domain name. They told me to, buy the domain name inside the builderall platform, and this is the actual website they have. The domain name that they bought inside the builderall platform, and it's called, yeah, today's nutrition choices.com. That's what they choose, to. And as you can see here, it's literally, nothing in here. It's because they don't have the product yet. So we kind of like wanted to, I'm gonna do some layout, construction without the products, and see how it's gonna, you know end up, so by the time they're gonna have the product, we can just import and upload the product inside the what we have here, the website that we are working on. So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna go over to the uh, exact each pages, and let's see if we can, replicate, copy what we have here, inside the Shopify website that we are trying to, you know, copy with their layout. Okay, so I think this is easy. We can literally have this, copy what we have in there, right? So as I mentioned to you guys, when you are first creating your website, since this is just started working on e-commerce platform on builderall, I really, had don't have a lot of experience working on the platform inside the e-commerce builderall platform dashboard. But since I've been doing a lot of editing, website editing inside that platform, I think, it will be easier for me to, go around, and there might gonna have a, some mistake, but we try to find ways to, work on that thing. And this is the great thing when you are working into something. You can always have a mistake, but you try to, learn from that. Okay, so that is the process of how you are going to be expert on one thing. You know what I mean. So that's the whole idea. So okay, it's kind of like, the things that we are working on right now is I'm going to, create, the construction and see the layout of this website we are replicating from uh, Shopify. Okay, so now of course we're gonna go to the home page, and this is their actual home page. Okay, I think it's very easy. We can definitely have this on Builder All. you know the add to cart button, we can all have that. The pricing and all that, the layout, it's easy. We've done this in the first website that we create, from the niche product, and literally I think you've seen how we do that, and it will be a lot more easier. But this time we kind of like experimenting, what we can add. It will be more beautiful or not. So I'm gonna go over now to the home page. This is where we're going to create edit, you know our layout. Okay, there might be a little difference, the way I want it, right? So as you can see here, I managed to have another menu board here. And from here, you can see that there is a sub menu, right? I can just drag and drop this, you know. So, but I want to integrate, if I could have like some way that I can integrate, what we have here into this menu. We'll do that as well. But I think this is a great thing with the builder. All they have this kind of I need to see what's in the sub menu that's showing up here, because I need to see what's in here, right? We need to able to see that what's showing up in the button. Yeah. So this is what we need to see here. And as you can see, we can change the images, whatever link that we can have here. So that's literally what it is, right? So I want to see how it's going to look like. Uh, Let me see if I can duplicate this. Duplicate the whole thing. Let me see. It didn't work. Let me see. Nope, nope, nope. Didn't work out that way. No, it didn't work that way, okay? It didn't duplicate. So let me see if I can grab this. The thing that is going on right now is kind of like hard to move this thing here, all the way around. Anyway, I'm gonna pull this back. This is the great thing here, guys. While I'm doing this, you will kind of like basically, copy or follow what I'm doing here, right? Okay, so yeah, we'll leave it that way. We can have a logo here or some kind of graphics image, if they wish to have that. So we leave this space open. And what I'm thinking is it's because I'm gonna have a sub menu that popping up here. What I want is I want to have a some kind of panel here where uh, there's some kind of image that we can add up here, and that's what I want to do right now. Okay, so we're creating something that I've never done before. So this is the great thing, when creating a website, you want to create something new, right? And if it works, that's fine. If it's not, then we move on to something. Okay, so let's find and check out what is that look like. Okay, on the live version. So basically, if you click this button here, this is what it shows up, right? So and here you can see that the sub menu popping up, right? So yeah, the home. If you go on the home, same thing on each pages, because I did set everything here before. So as you can see here, if you go collection, so you get all this thing here popping up and setting up already. And here I did add already uh, some kind of funnel, you know. Uh, You will notice that in here, if if this thing will, if you're not gonna, press this button, what it looks like will be, you know, an empty, right? Empty space right there, right? So it's kind of like look weird. So what I want to do is I want to add some kind of images here or some graphics that would occupy the empty space. And what will happen is when you click this button here, literally the images or the graphics will be overlap. So let's see and try that out. Okay, this is the first thing that I want to test. Okay, how it's gonna look like. We're experimenting here. That's the whole idea. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Is this our editing website site? No. Okay, I'm gonna go over to the actual editing dashboard. Bear with me. So this is kind of like trying to what I do here is an actual tutorial where even if you're not around this time, I've been thinking that you guys are listening to me right now. So okay, so I will add a panel, and I want to have, okay, on the right side here, I want to have an image. Okay, this is what I wanted to have here. And I want to we're going to try the slide, if we can do that. Slide images. And you can do that by having wait a minute, we have to see that the galleries. Okay, I think galleries have an option to have slide images that you can have. See, as you can see in there, right? Let's go and grab this. Okay, let's give it a try. Okay, Bam. All right. So that is what it's look like, right? So, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I want to have this image would fit. Oh my God, I got a call from my sister, and I'm doing this. Okay, uh, just bear with me. Okay, yeah, I got interrupted. Yeah, so anyway, you know, we need to keep this thing going because I'm recording this and I don't want to get interrupted at all. So, okay, here is the slide version. I think this would be good enough. Let's try popping up this. It won't show. Okay, I think it only show up on the live version. Okay, so here, if you click this button here, add button, add image. Let's say perhaps this is the product that they want. Okay, let's say this is the all the product that they have that they are selling online. So let's give it a try. Okay, and let's check the functionality of the slide, how fast it is and all that. Okay, so here you want your arrow to be seen here, and do you want to change the color fonts and all that, so you can have all that here. Okay, so if you're branding, you want to have use your color. Okay, so I might gonna do this. There you go. If you have another color that you want to add, you can do that as well. But since we're selling a healthy product, so I'm not gonna have the green color instead. Okay, so you want this autoplay or not? Okay, so you can do that as well. Or do you want your arrow in there or not? So you can take the arrow out. Okay, so that's how basically it is. Okay, and I think this is the speed, how long the speed. Let's see, I have no idea how fast will be the slide look like when it's in the live version. Okay, save it and we'll give it a try. There you go. All right, and let's check the actual site. It's not showing up, you have to refresh. Okay, so bam, literally it's there. Okay, so that is how it's gonna look like, right? You know what I'm trying to say here, guys? Right? So if you have a slideshow, it's kind of like this empty space earlier would have something on it. And let's see and try when we click this button here. Bam! I think it's just perfectly fine and it's look awesome, right? So when you click this button here, it cover up the empty spaces that was here before. But let's refresh them. Bam. So when you're not pressing all this menu here, at least if you have a panel here, this is not an empty space no more. Okay, so I'll give you and cite you an example here. I think we have one that has, oh, okay. Here's the thing. We need to copy those and have it in here. So literally, the empty spaces will be no longer empty, when you have those slide thingy. There you go. Right? Isn't that cool? Right? So that I think this is the best thing. Uh, this is very good when you kind of like highlighting. a specific product that you want to have on your homepage. This is kind of like the product that you think would sell, you know, and have more possible of that product will be, or could be your the new arrival product or the new features product. So I think this is a great way to incorporate to our dashboard. Am I making sense? Okay, let's go back. I think this is way too fast. Okay, way too fast, for this. Let's go back and edit those. Okay, so we're gonna go to the, is this our editing dashboard? No, that's not our editing dashboard. I think this is our editing dashboard. So I'm taking away the live version. So my computer, okay. So I think we need to lower the autoplay time. Let's try doing, let's say that one, okay? 2055. I don't know if it gets faster or it's get lower. Let's see and check. There you go. That's fine. Close it. And then let's see and check it out. Okay. Bam. Okay. Let's see how is the movement. Okay. I think it's still the same. I think it's more faster this time. Let's see and check it out. I think this is the one. No, no. I think have setting up lower the number, it gets more faster. Let's check and try. I'm gonna delete this for now. Let's try pulling up the numbers high. 4103. Okay, save it. Let's see how it's gonna look like, or how. Bam. Close it, and then let's give it a try and check the. Okay, refresh them and let's see what this look like. I think this is more slow this time. What does that mean? It means you can present your product in appropriate timing, right? See, as you can see right now, people would see the highlight, the product, and have more time to see what does the product look like, literally. Okay, so I think, including the slide images here would be a great thing to add. Okay, see, when I pop this button here, this is another menu, sub menu. It covers, the slide, and I think it's much everything. Let's see and try adding a panel here. Okay, am I making sense? And I'm going to show you what does that mean. Okay, so we'll take this out, and then we'll go to the editing platform, and I'm going to add another panel, which is, let's see what they have here. See, it's the same thing as what they have here, right? So they have a pop-up here, you know, like for the product. So kind of like copy all this, right? So yeah, they pop up here. But the thing here is they have a kind of like a big images. It's not even a slide. So we wanted to twist a little. Ours is like a slide uh, highlighting the products. Okay, so them is kind of like an image, a big image that does not move, so stationary. So you don't want to copy everything with them, right? So you want to try to change and experiment something for you, right? Something different, right? So okay, what I'm gonna do right now is, as I can see here, they add another panel with a content. See, as you can see in there, a welcome, our store, rule one. They're kind of like telling the product itself, right? They have the shop button here and three product. Let's give that a try, okay? So here, under the builder or platform, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna grab the panel and I will go and find something that has a features, because this is mostly what we can use when we are creating an e-commerce. Because what is that means? Because these features, it's very very plain. It's good for product, where you can have an images that you can add, as well as the content. Okay, like this, for example, instead of three, like the way that we've seen from them right here, they have a big large images of the product. So I think we wanted to do that as well. So we kind of like finding a template here that has at least three images. Okay, so we can do try this one. I think this one is good, but let's find another one. We could do this. We could try this, right? Because them has like a button here, some content, and some content here. So we want to try this, or maybe we can change this, right? Literally change everything here. You can tweak all this layout, even you know it was we can delete and take out some of the content, so you can literally do anything here. And what I can see is, I'm just gonna grab this one here, this panel, and let's see where it goes. Okay, here, so you have four images with content, and this is a great thing that we can add up here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is I will move this back further, you know, up, so it will, I hope I can do that. There you go. Okay, there you go. All right, so here you want to have a separation here. In this case, you- we can change the color a bit, just to have a separation. But if you wish to, leave it that way, that is fine as well, right? So okay, at this time we're gonna have to uh, save it. I will cite you an example. Okay, as you can see, because most of the e-commerce platform, you want to have your website kind of like look simple. As you can see it to them, they're just a slight changes on the actual panel colors. It's because you want to highlight the product itself, right? So yeah, that is the idea. That is the whole idea. You want to highlight uh, the product, and you want to have all your dashboard looks simple. Okay, so let's say this is a product. I'm gonna try and find a product that you know would fit here, and I'm gonna go here because I didn't have any images yet, right? Any product from coming from them. And what I'm gonna do right now is, let's say this is just an example. Okay, uh, they have a product here actually. let's try this one here. Or maybe we can grab some images here. Let's say food, healthy life. I don't know. Let's try. This is not a product. Say you want to have some kind of actual product that you want to have as your image. Okay, let's pick up random. Okay, because this is some kind of just tutorial that we are working on right now. You're just gonna pick up random product. We're just gonna give this a try. Okay, here, save it. There you go. So let's say that is your product. You want to, and okay, we want to take away this one here because we just want to have like one product inside here. Okay, and I want to move this one, this content here, and I wanna, you know, make this a little bigger. Okay, the product itself. You want to highlight the product. There you go. And here you can put your, you know, maybe we can have a button here, a buy now button you can add later. So this is how basically is, right? So as you can see, they have a little more bigger image, but we can do that as well later. So you can add content here. And basically what I'm going to do right now is I don't want to, you know, for me to make my life easier, I'm just gonna copy that image and remove this one here. You know, when you are editing, you want to, because creating a site really literally take time. Okay, guys, it takes time. You know, it consumes a lot of hours, no, to do it. So you want to make something like, you know, that could make your life easier. And this is what I'm trying to do here. Instead of me creating, you know, another set of image, or so I'm just gonna copy this, right? So that what is basically is. Okay, so let's say we fix this and it lay out properly. You need to lay this out properly. Okay, and I think we're gonna have to resize the product. Okay, here to make it look more professional, and we can do that. You know what, I can do this when offline, so we're not gonna spend so much time, you know, explaining this to you. All right, so there you go. And what I'm gonna do right now is, since this is the right size, I think, you know, for them to have all three fits together, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to copy this instead, right? So it will fit everything. You know, I don't need to resize them because it takes really so much time if you do it one by one. Am I making sense? All right, so that there you go. All right, so I'm gonna take this out of here. That's what you're going to do. Kind of like a technique for you not to spend your all day doing this, because this is a redundant thing, you know. Sometimes it, you know, it takes so much time that okay, there you go. I think, see, all the product fits. Okay, there you go. So that is what basically is, ladies and gents, right? So we create something here. We're just gonna add content here, and I'm just showing you literally, you know, what is it like. Okay, bam, and let's see how it's look like in the actual site. Okay, let's go, and I did save already. I hope you guys can follow along with me. The best thing to do that is while I'm working on this, you need to have your you need to go on your website and do the same thing as what I'm doing here. Okay, so here, let me refresh this, and bam, you see the product shows up here. And check it out, ladies and gents, right? So we've created already, you know, a funnel already, like a layout for your products. Okay, so let's try and check this out. Bam, see, it doesn't, you know, it looks nice, presentable. At the same time, you know, you manage to have, those blank area would be look nice, even, it's literally beautiful, right? So you don't leave any blank spaces, right? So that's how you're going to do it. And for me, I think this is beautiful. This is really beautiful. Okay, rather than have a, kind of like a stagnant, stationary images here. And here you can add this content, right? I'm gonna cite you example. I'm just gonna grab this and just wanted to, because we don't have my client's information. I don't have it here yet, so I don't know what I need to add here. So for this time, I think I'm just gonna have to, just to finish this tutorial here at the moment right now. So I'm just gonna go resize them, and just wanted to explain to here, basically grab this thing here, align everything nice properly, and next time we're going to add a button here, like a call to action button, like buy now, add to cart, and all that. Okay, so here we kind of like laying out the panel at this time. So I just copy what they have here. Okay, and this is what we're going to have here. So it's basically copy and paste, guys. You don't want to spend your all day doing all this, like, I mean, typing each of this uh, content. Okay, so from the welcome, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna resize this. There you go, bam. And I'm going to change the fonts probably, and you can literally do that here. Okay, once you have the editing uh, tools set, you want to change the fonts, you can do that as. But there's something, I don't know. Okay, I want to use probably Lato, maybe Lato Blacks, a bigger one, and I want to have. Oh my God, I think. Oh my goodness. So you guys be very very careful when doing this. I have to cancel this. I think I put that welcome. Oh my goodness. See, you see how you're going to spend time, when you create a mistake, So you don't want to do that. So I have to reload everything. So I hope we did get the things right, because it's really, really, really taking times doing all these guys, See, now I have to bring everything back, you know what I mean? So it's always good to remember, guys, save from time to time, because otherwise you're gonna keep coming back doing everything, you know again and again, and it's, you're gonna get pissed that happened to you. you know you're gonna lose your patience, okay, when you're doing that. So in order to do that, always save, you know as much as possible. Anything that you are doing, you need to save it, so you're not gonna waste so much time. Because when you are creating, a website to your client, it's literally will take so much of your time. What if you have like 10, okay, 10 website that you need to create, and they want to get that website done, in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks time. So it's gonna be really, really hard for you. So you want to save time by doing all those tips that I'm mentioned. I'm gonna save this right away because it might I might gonna lose that, content. Okay, so here, close it. I'm gonna, all right. Okay, then double click, and then I want to have this centered. There you go. Okay, and I want to change the fonts on my headline, I guess, and I want to use the Muli black instead, and change the size probably to 40. Bam. Okay, and then the body, probably I'm gonna have this. I like to use these fonts, but it depends on your client, right? Whatever your clients want to use, their branding, that's what you're gonna have. Okay. All right. So I think the timer is done. Okay. Uh, hang on. Let's see, 20. There you go. Yeah. And yeah, that's basically is, right? You want to have your content here. And I could change this next time because I'm not happy with this. I'm just showing you how to do it, right? So, okay, I want to resize my, okay, and I think it's way too much. I'm gonna put this back here. All right, and there you go. Just make sure you want to center everything, make the your product alignment, and I think let me see. Where is it? I need to change the size. So there you go. Where is the actual? Okay, just bear with me, guys. There you go. There you go. Okay, for now, I think we're gonna pause here. And I think we're done for this session for now. And we're gonna go over in our next video. I think we've covered a lot here. And I want to see how it's look like at the live website. Okay, I want to save it again, and let's see how it looks like on the actual site. There you go. Wow, I think this is pretty decent. It looks great, right? So this is the template that I'm working on my client, literally, and this is the our pattern that we are trying to replicate. And as you can see, we got a lot more things to do, and we are in just part one, okay, phase one right now. So I think this is beautiful. This is Perfect. I think my client will gonna love this. Okay, so she will have a social media here, whatever content that we need here. This is a template. You can always change everything here, and the menu is already. We have the nice menu here, sidebar. Oh my God, this is looks great. I think they're gonna love it. Okay, and yeah, I think I'm done for now, and see you all on my next video. Have a great day. Bye.